Hello, everybody. And I hope everybody's doing well today. These are your messages from the light, 12/28/2020. Give you a minute. We'll relax here for a moment and let some people join the session. All right, and we're asking for the messages to be clear and for our energy to be clear, and that we are receptive, that we relax into the messages and are receptive to them. Excuse me. And I'm using the Power Animal Oracle right now to bring you your messages, and the first one is the buffalo, and that one talks about abundance. And the buffalo is saying that we're provided for in all ways. Let me lower this volume here a little bit. Okay, we're provided for in all ways, and we don't really need to waste our mental resources fearing that we're not going to have enough money or enough resources. So they're asking us to be creative and use what we have for the moment. Whatever's available to us until we have more. The buffalo saying, you will always have plenty of physical, emotional sustenance, and just as important, spiritual nourishment to sustain this state of abundance. It's important to remain appreciative of all that you do have and consistently express your gratitude to the Great Spirit as the true source of your supplies. Have faith in this fact rather than getting caught up in the beliefs that of lack and limitation. In fact, you will always have more than enough. So give away any surplus willingly and enthusiastically. Whenever you do give something away, do so out of love from your heart rather than from a sense of martyrdom or to gain others' approval. Nature gives unabashedly and generously unto life and unto death. Let that part of your nature be the fount from which your giving generates. In this way, you will experience a deep satisfaction and heartfelt sense of connectedness to others in your family and your community, and quite naturally feel immensely grateful for all that life gives to you. So we're being asked to be generous with the resources that we get, to express gratitude for what we do have, to surrender to the abundance of the universe and the gifts that comes from being of service to the all, to God, to the light. Okay. And the next one is rabbit. I don't have a whole lot of time today because I had to work at 10, but I do have enough time to record this, excuse me. The next one is the rabbit. And oh, crap, I believe I can show you a picture of it. I forgot I had one, so let me go ahead and pull up a picture of the buffalo first. Let me find that for you guys. And I am gonna put it right here. Make it big so you can see it. So let's see. There we go. You are provided for in all ways. So we are gonna go on to the next one, which is the rabbit, and it talks about fertility. It's a good fertile time for all of us, and maybe like the rabbit is also a shy or can be a shy animal. Um, let me put the volume here down a little bit. There we go. I gotta be able to hear myself. There we go. It can be a shy animal, and so that's something to keep in mind. And also, the rabbit likes to eat lots of healthy stuff like lettuce and vegetables. So um, this one's saying your creativity is at your peak. It's at its peak. So take advantage of your creative energy because you're going to be able to create a lot of beautiful things during this time with this energy around you. And I'm looking at the book here to read it for you. Just give me a moment here if you don't mind. Okay, rabbit. And the rabbit is saying, this is an incredibly creative and fertile time right now for you. Get going on those projects you've always wanted to do or those that you started but haven't finished. These are not necessarily ones that have anything to do with earning money, but those which you have a passion for, whether writing, painting, sculpting, or some other expensive art form. Don't even think about whether you're good enough and don't measure your creations against anyone else's. Let them be unique and manifestations of your fertile imagination without comparing them to anything or anyone else. If you're spending a lot of time frittering away precious time on things that really aren't all that important, then take all that energy and pour it into your creative pursuits. If everything if everything to you is work, then it's even more important that you play through these channels. All those distractions sidetrack you from knowing the joy of pure, unadulterated artistic revelation. Go for it and let yourself feel free and uninhibited joy in the process. Alrighty. And the rabbit is a very agile animal as well. So you're gonna find yourself sharing some of these qualities with the rabbit because um, this spirit we can actually exchange energies with these beings. Okay, and so agility and vigilance. Okay, and we're gonna go on to the elephant now. And the elephant says, actually, before we go on, I'm gonna post the rabbit for you so you can see it. Give me just a moment here and just enjoy the music. While I get the rabbit for you. And here's the rabbit. So once again, your creativity is at its peak. This is a very fertile time for creativity and ideas. Everything that you have, or excuse me, everything that you need is going to be provided for you. Um, so take advantage of that. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and post the elephant while I'm at it so I don't forget. So your any creative pursuits at the moment are going to boost your energy significantly. And I've been connecting with the energy of Ganesh or Ganesha. Um, so I've been wanting to eat lots of peanuts, and that always happens to me when I connect with this energy. Um, and I'm almost done here. Okay, so here you go. Uh, Let me make it a little bigger. Okay. So the elephant is asking us to have resolve, and that we're going to overcome any obstacles that we have, whether they're creative ones or obstacles with abundance. Um, so not to give in to worry. Um, we're provided for with everything that we need to get through our challenges. They're asking us to be creative, use this creative energy to find ways to resolve our challenges. We would never have a challenge if we didn't have the way to get over it. And the challenge is there to also increase our creativity and as a way for us to get more deeply in touch with our abundance. Okay. Also find creative ways to give to others. Um, if they have a problem, it may not always have to be, or if you have a problem, money may not always be the answer. There's solutions, and we just have to get creative. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and read this. And the elephant says, "Move forward toward fulfillment of your heart's desire, and let nothing stop you. If your goals and intentions are spirit driven, then it's only your ego's fear and discouragement that will stop you from achieving it. Dispel any resistance along the way until you reach your destination or accomplish your goal. Be the mightiest of warriors and see yourself as triumphant in your quest. You have an important mission. There's no point in dilly-dallying around. Find all sorts of distractions so you can avoid your destiny. Do not yield to temptations that entice you from your path. It's time to live your life according to the drive and desire of your inner spirit. Don't let yourself be stopped by someone else's disapproval. It's really not their disapproval so much as your fear of their disapproval. It's especially important right now to not only speak your truth, but to live your truth. And by the way, have some fun while you're at it." The elephant is a very protective spirit. Is also helping us get in touch with our motivation. It's also a very maternal spirit as well, um, and it is a big. It's also very family oriented. So the obstacles could be with family or whatever it is, or maybe providing for your family or your family providing for you, whatever it is. Um, Alrighty. And there is one more that we are going to be going over, and that is the cougar spirit animal. And give me just a moment because I'm going to go ahead and find the cougar here and post that up for you so you can see it and visualize it and get in touch with these messages, because as you see the pictures in the screen, then you will also get your own messages that will be very unique to you in your unique situation. Um, so let's see, let's connect with the cougar spirit. And the cougar spirit is coming off real bold and real um, light and colorful, a very light. Um, the cougar is light, but visually you will see the difference of how this card is actually coming through. Um, Let me reduce it here and make it to a size that is going to work for our screen here. And then I will go ahead and send it over to the live feed here. Okay, I believe this works. And here is the cougar spirit for you. You see those colors? They're beautiful. They're lighter than all the other cards, even lighter than the rabbit, and the rabbit is pretty light in itself. So the light, I feel, I'm giving also my own interpretation here. I feel that they're talking about the light. When you're working with the light is a very creative force. It is a very bold light. Light is light. And the cougar spirit here is saying be bold and be confident and take charge and don't be so afraid like this the be cautious but don't shy away so easily from your obstacles and from your problems and live your life more boldly without always having to ask permission to do what you're doing or whatever. Like just there's a fine balance between being rude and not being confident enough to make decisions and to live your life and to overcome your obstacles. Sometimes we have to go at our obstacles with a little bit more force, and sometimes we're called to step back a little bit, like the rabbit spirit, and be more cautious. But know that that fortune favors the bold. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and find the cougar here, and it says you're being called to take a role of leadership, and it's natural for certain fears and considerations to surface, such as, will I be seen as arrogant, bullying, or full of myself? Will others listen to me? Will I be challenged? Well, the truth is that these are all possible. You need to just get over it, rise above all these mind-made fears, and heed the call. Whether you realize it or not, you're a natural leader, and there's no need to diminish the hard-earned skills that you learned through your life's lessons, and just so you can play it safe. What you have to offer, excuse me, I got a little distracted. What you have to offer is needed right now, whether it's your partner, your family, your community, or the larger world around you. You will be judged. Count on it, and you will need to hear these judgments, yet not allow them to rule you. Do not mistake the ego-driven stubbornness and willfulness for determination. Listen to the voice of your inner nature and the wisdom gathered from experience to guide your choices. Acknowledge that everyone else has to make their own choices, including their response to you or your choices. Remember that effective leaders are good listeners, and they know when to follow and when to lead, and when to move forward and when to hold still. Okay, and so they're asking us to use our conviction and to be bold, that we don't always have to announce everything that we're doing, all of our moves. But there's other times that we're going to be asked to move like the elephant and take those steps that are harder and not so light. Um, okay, and this is all I have for you because I do have to go to work. Let me see if I see anything else here. Um, so be bold also with your creative pursuits, and if you're gonna make a statement, make the statement um, with confidence. It's a very balanced energy between bold steps and hard, big steps, and little steps like the or lighter steps like the cougar and the rabbit. And then the buffalo and the elephant are the opposite of those. So this is very interesting. So I do want to thank you for supporting and for watching. And I hope that the messages that you receive from these help you the way that they help me. And please do not be afraid to share so that others can benefit from these messages too. And you all have a great day. Namaste.